Hello, been a while since we did a video. We're going to do some ox cheeks today. I'm going to have a bit of a guess. I'm going to try and do it a little bit more sort of gourmet style. So I'm going to smoke them with a fairly plain flavour. I want the smoke to be the flavour of it, and then make up a stock and then braise them after they've smoked for a bit to try and get them really soft, and then do some other accompaniments as well, some nice puree mash, and try a reduction on the smoker if I can do that, red wine reduction. So let's have a look at the ingredients. So I've got these from Grasmere as usual, a couple of cheeks, a few veggies for the stock, so a couple of carrots, I'll use some celery, and I'll use a bit of leek as well. And for a rub, before it goes into the smoke, I'll just use some garlic, salt, and I'll grind some fresh pepper as well. And it's nice and simple, not too heavy. And then a little bit of wine for the reduction bit at the end. I might need to get that a little hotter, so I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but it's all a bit of an experiment. And then all you'll need as well is just to braise them when it comes to that part. Something to hold a reasonable amount of liquid, and then we'll need to wrap them as well, because like I said, I want to make sure that they're really soft when they come out, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll get them rubbed up. Smoker's on. Got a little bit of an adjustment with the smoker this time. I've upgraded the door, so there's a variable there, and I've already noticed that it's holding temperature really stable really easily. I've had to go out and open the vents up because I think the door was so loose on the original that it was acting like a vent itself, and I couldn't really control that. So that'll be something to try and play with and kind of get used to the smoker again. So right, we'll pop back in a minute. Okay, so I put the rub, well, I've just seasoned them basically with the garlic, salt, and a bit of fresh black pepper. As I said before, I don't want them to be too heavy on other flavours other than really the smoke. So we'll put them out on the smoker once the temperature is up sufficiently. I think I'm going to put them about 125-ish Celsius. I'll put them on there for a bit, and I'll probably just give them a couple of hours, perhaps 2 or 3. As I say, really just want to get that smoky flavour in there, and then I'll braise them to finish them, to soften them up in the liquid. And I'll show you the new door on the smoker, and give a shout out to the manufacturer of that, because it looks really robust and should do a good job. Right, so it's been on, the cheeks have been in the smoke for about 2.5 hours, give or take. They've got the right colour on them now, and so they should have a decent amount of flavour. So what I've done now is I've put them in here, and they're going to braise for basically as long as it takes.
In the smoker?
Yeah, they're going to braise here as they are now. Some veggies in there for a bit of stock, and that will reduce a great deal. It'll be hot enough. I'll probably take the temperature up a little bit, but basically we're ready when they're ready. And I'll probe them, just not for temperature, just to see how soft they are. So I'm going to wrap this as tightly as I can, put the lid back on, go and watch some telly. Someone can smell this. So these have been on the smoker now, wrapped up like this, probably for, oh, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours, something like that.
They smell so good.
They smell really good, don't they? And you can see that skewer is just sliding in. So those are cooked really well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to strain off the stock, put it into a pan, put it back in the smoker with probably just a bit of red wine and some butter, and then try and get it to sort of reduce a bit and thicken up. And I'm going to keep the cheeks wrapped up, probably just in a cooler or in the warming oven for a bit. Try and get this sauce going. Then we're going to do some mash, some of the veggies, and see what's what. I might toss these back on the smoker just to firm them up a bit in terms of the bark, but we'll see. It's a bit of an experiment, really. I've not done this method before, ever. So yeah, let's see what's what. Lucas.
What?
Lucas, we're busy here. Right, let's get on with this, because I can barely hold myself back from breaking into this. Okay, so what did I do? I did the, I reduced the thing, parceled the cheeks up, reduced the liquor down, and it's incredible flavour in that. You can taste the cheeks, the vegetables, and everything. Didn't even use any stock, so it's just incredible. So reduce that right down. This is what it looks like. So I've just served it on a bed of mash. Caroline whipped up some Gordon Ramsay style mash. It's really nice, really creamy. Let's just see then. These should be nice and soft. Yeah, that's.
Oh my God.
It's coming apart really well, so I'm just going to have to give it a taste. Bit of mash on there as well. Wow, yeah. I have to give a shout out to Food by Seb, also on YouTube. I watched him do a version of this. It looked spectacular, so I thought I'll see if I can recreate it, do a different version, use the smoker for it, and it's really worked. It's worked out really well. So thank you for that, Seb. Nice one. That's it. We'll see you next time for another video.